Right now, I am at Bissinger's in St. Louis, Missouri. This is a centuries-old company, and behind me, you can see all the folks who are working hard at creating all the confections and chocolate goodies that have made Bissinger's so famous. We're gonna have a chance to put on our lab coats and hairnets and learn how their molasses caramel lollies are made from start to finish. So let's go meet Dave Owens now. What I think is so interesting about the Bissinger story is that the brand has really pulled into the 21st century, and it's really grown exponentially, but you're still doing everything by hand.
Well, not everything. What we've really found is that the products, the processes, methodologies that have a very quantifiable impact by someone, trained artisan such as Kelsey or any of the folks in this department or out in the other production lines, that skill set, when it requires someone to do it by hand or to have a touch point, absolutely. There's other places that there was no benefit to it. So in order for us to grow and take this company, like you said, at 21st century and beyond, certainly our plan is that the company lives on another 350 years. So there are things that didn't make any sense. We've grown, we've needed to change this process. This is a really good example of the craftsmanship, the hands-on manufacturing process. The next stage is the finish and robing. So here that curtain of chocolate is going to envelop those berries, giving that really great shell of chocolate. And then what Abby's doing is she's adding just a little bit of a decorative component. This is a very simple stripe, as we call it. Some of them are very complex, but for berries it's pretty simple. But you'll notice she has to touch each one. This is a task I can't do. The ladies have tried to teach me to stripe. I can't do it.
So what is happening?
So Kelsey's just getting started to cook the molasses caramel for the lollies.
These are the molasses caramel lollies, correct?
Yes, yes.
And this is a 19th century recipe.
Yes. So she's going to bring this up to a boil, and this is just a mixture right now of rice syrup and sugar. And once it comes to a boil, she'll be able to add the molasses, which give it the distinctive flavor and color. The whole process, start to finish here, is about 30-35 minutes. But the other key thing, of course, is once this caramel's made, it's really not finished. So you can see the color now.
Yeah.
And you can see the viscosity of it, because it's hot, so it's not thick, but it's thicker than it was.
The room is very cold, and this piece of marble is
Cold,
very,
yes,
very
it's kept
cold.
in here, right.
And so what happens when you pour all this hot caramel on top of it is it starts to pull that heat out, right?
It just sucks it right out, and it will get it down in temperature enough so that it can be handled at that point. But what Kelsey's going to do now, she's going to cut it into some manageable pieces so that she can turn it. Pay close attention to what she's doing now. It's going to be a little hard in the beginning to get it going, but once she gets it going, it'll move pretty nicely as a mass. You see how it's starting to get a little light in color, but the mass is coming together. It's also kind of creating long lines of the caramel. She's creating structure inside of it. This caramel's very good the way it is.
Sure.
But by doing this, we end up with
The right texture.
just the pleasure that you'll have eating that. So the next one, I think we're gonna let you try.
Okay.
And then just pull it down. Toss it over.
Oh my gosh.
Pull it down.
And then you just pick it up.
Yep.
Oh, this feels so funky. The temperature is lessening, and it's becoming much more dense. I just love that it is still done by hand in an old-fashioned way.
By continuing these types of techniques, we also continue this tribal knowledge that is important.
So they take this and then they take it out onto the floor. I'm gonna learn how to shape these molasses caramel lollies myself.
You're gonna pick one up,
Uh-huh.
and what I do, you have to make sure your stick's all the way up.
Okay.
Push it up, make a little mountain, take the palm of your hand, press down,
Okay.
flip up.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You wanna press,
And press it.
flip.
Oh.
Oh, you waited too long.
I waited too long. Kind of?
Pretty good.
Kind of, sort of?
You're a beginner. You're pretty good for a beginner.
Pretty good for a beginner.
We'll let you take that one home.
How's that?
There you go.
All right.
You're getting it.
It just smells so good. Just that chocolate aroma.
They're not big.
No.
Nice,
So
nice.
just like 2 bites, essentially. Or one.
More than that. I mean, it's multiple bites, right?
I could make it 1 bite.
You could, but it wouldn't be the same experience. By making this multiple bites and savoring it, you
goodness.
have a much better experience than just consuming it. You know, there's a difference in eating and enjoying and consuming.
I can see why this has been, a favorite for over 100 years. Thanks, Dave.
Well, thank you, Kat.